Intelligence is a concept that we are all familiar with. You may think of it as a measure of how smart someone is or how talented they are at something. There are those who believe intelligence manifests itself in many forms, while others believe it exists as a singular underlying quality. No matter which side you may consider yourself on, in the end we still don't completely understand what intelligence is or the biological basis for it. Intelligence is typically interpreted as a mechanism to solve problems. Originally, the problem was staying alive. Our ancestors relied on things such as their intelligence to survive as hunter-gatherers. They utilized it to help in gathering information, saving it, and using it to learn new things. This was useful in that by gathering information about their own bodies, they could monitor their hunger, health, fatigue, and much more. Additionally, being able to process and learn from sensory information allowed our ancestors to adapt to their surroundings, gaining an understanding as where was safe to go, what was safe to eat, as well as how to avoid predators. Intelligence consists of 4 basic tools, the first of which is memory. Memory enables us to save important information, which may be useful later on, so that we don't have to start from scratch whenever we perceive something important. Memory can be about anything from events and places to associations and behaviors, such as hunting and foraging methods, which made this tool especially helpful for our ancestors. The next tool is learning. Learning enables us to use the memories which we have stored and saved about important things and apply what we are able to extract from them to our future actions. The third tool is creativity, which is the ability to produce something new and valuable from seemingly unrelated concepts or things. In terms of neuroscience, creativity is the formation of unusual synaptic connections between different neurons. Creativity enables us to utilize and combine information from the different things we have learned to come up with novel ideas and solutions to problems. The last tool is planning. Planning means considering the activities required for a desired goal and putting them together to form a plan. When new problems appear, they need to be assessed to determine if they match the plan or not. A very advanced form of planning is strategizing against competitors, because it requires being aware that there are other beings like you who are after the same things that you are. This form of planning may have been common among our ancestors, who would likely have been competing over food and resources in a time where such things were harder to come by. Nowadays, we associate intelligence with qualities such as how talented you are at sports, how well you can play music, or how good you are at math. But what exactly connects all of these things together? And why is it that proficiency in one of these subjects doesn't always correspond with proficiency in another? The discussion of this sort of intelligence begins with psychologist Charles Spearman, who hypothesized that humans possessed a G factor, which was a comprehensive intelligence that underlies all of our abilities and talents. Spearman also went on to help in the creation of factor analysis, a procedure designed to figure out how different skills correlated with one another. While experiments by another psychologist, L.L. Thurstone, seemed to provide some support for the existence of a sort of G factor, there were still plenty of flaws with Spearman's theory. One problem was that the G factor theory could not provide an explanation for savants. These are individuals who possess savant syndrome, in which the individual suffers from a myriad of developmental disabilities and disorders. However, they possess islands of extreme brilliance and talent, which stand in stark contrast to the rest of their skills. On the other hand, Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences claims that intelligence manifests as multiple abilities that come in many different forms. Unlike the G factor, Gardner's theory is able to provide a case for individuals with savant syndrome. Additionally, the theory of multiple intelligences is also supported by how brain damage can influence certain skills and abilities whilst not affecting others. Psychologist Robert Sternberg agreed with Gardner's idea for the most part, although he believed that there were only 3 intelligences: analytical, creative, and practical. Sternberg also discovered what he believed to be the 5 main components of creativity: a strong foundation of knowledge, imaginative thinking, an adventurous personality, motivational desire, and a creative environment. So which of these theories is correct? The truth is we don't entirely know. They are just that, theories. We are yet to figure out the true nature of intelligence, whether there are multiple or if there exists only one form of intelligence. But we've only begun to scratch the surface, and given enough time, We will eventually learn more about this puzzling mystery of the mind, and hopefully then we will finally uncover the secrets behind the true nature of intelligence.